team, and welcome to Vlogmas day 10. I cannot believe we're on day 10. That's kind of crazy. I'm just looking at the fact that this has barely any battery left. We're about to go to the gym, and that's probably the most exciting thing I want to do today. So let's save some of this battery for the gym.
We're back from the gym. Did I do any gym? Not really. So all I did was 30-minute zone 2 cycle, and I did 10 minutes of treadmill walk before we came back. But yesterday I got a surprise period in the evening and I felt fine, and then when I got to the gym I was like, no, this is not happening. So I decided just to do that, and that is more than enough, and that is more than okay. And I think that there are two lessons in that. One is that I've built so much discipline that I don't even look to myself to think, do I want to go to the gym? Do I feel good? Do I feel motivated? It's just part of my routine that on a Monday morning I get to the freaking gym. So it took for me to get there to think, I don't really want to get on the hack squat right now. So actually, lesson 2 is that something is always better than nothing. Going in for that zone 2 cycle is still beneficial towards my goals, even if it wasn't what was actually set for today. And because it's Monday, I actually still have plenty of days of the week to get all my sessions in if I feel up to it. So, you know what? Bit of a boring start to the vlog, but very realistic start to the vlog. And already you have 2 life lessons. You're welcome. In fact, the third life lesson is make cookies on a weekend, because then when you get back from the gym, you can have a cookie. I'm just making some morning coffees, hence why I've got the mic out, because otherwise all you'd hear is this. And potentially that still is all you can hear, but hopefully you hear it a bit less. And I'm trying this in my coffee this morning. Caramel barista soy milk, I guess. Oh, and soy. Wow, treat yourself. You ready for your caramel coffee? Oh, do you know what I'm going to do? Dunk my cookie. That's scrum-diddly-umptious. And bloody-tastic.
The next few days are going to be the realities of a self-employed business owner, and it's going to be a lot of me trying to make this view right here look interesting. First things first, that I do every single Monday morning is sort out my content for the week and get back to all my clients, check in with all my clients, make sure they're doing okay, how was their weekend. Yeah, so let's do that.
The food shop just got delivered, but Nathan's in a meeting, so let's go and do a silent food shop review haul. Soup this week. Really utilising this mic today, aren't we, team? Nathan's still in his meetings. In fact, I think he's in a different meeting now. But I'm just quickly going to get ready for PT. I have one client who I've retained in person. She's like hybrid online in person. So I'm going to go do that now. I always feel like I need to caveat that anytime I do mention PT, because I do still to this day get people asking if I do PT, if they can sign up for PT, and no is the answer, because I don't do in person anymore, aside from this one person. If you do see me PTing, or you see me put on my little like to-do list for the day on Instagram that I've got PT, it's not something I offer anymore, okay? Because actually, realistically, you're getting way more out of online than you are in person. I'm gonna get changed, and by get changed, I mean keep these joggers on because I'm feeling really bloated and periody, which is great. And I'm gonna put a different top on just to pretend to be more profesh, you know? What a transformation, guys. You'd never know that 2 seconds ago I was wearing a cardigan. This is so long that I actually feel like it looks a little silly with the joggers, but that's what we're going for. It's what we're going for. It is what it is. Now, I'm not going to actually take you along to PT with me. I'm not going to be filming in the gym. It's a ladies only gym, and I want to respect people's privacy and shouldn't be filming in there. Rex would really like to go out, but unfortunately that is not my job this morning. That's Nathan's job. And then when I get home, I need to call the car place because we have a new car getting delivered tomorrow, which is super exciting. I can't remember if I was speaking about this in another video. In fact, I was quickly in relation to a delivery driver giving Rex a treat. Well, I I answered the door for the delivery this morning, avocado, and I've never done that. Nathan does that. Usually he's the one that's in to collect it. She was so nice. The woman was so nice, just having like a real conversation with you. And we've had like delivery drivers for various companies over the years. And I feel like they're just like, oh, here you go, like hate their job. They just want to get it over with. They can't be arsed. This woman literally couldn't have been nicer. Like, it was just genuinely wanted a chat. So nice. And Ocado sounds like really fancy. All the stuff's like M&S or whatever. But we're spending less money than if we would be going to Tesco, or less money than if we were going to Aldi, because if we would go to Aldi, we'd need to then go to Tesco afterwards anyway to get like the bits and bobs that we couldn't get in Aldi. So I'm just saying, I'm fully converted to avocado.
We're all hard at work. Makes you always hard at sleep. Are you hard at sleep? My sweet boy. Back from PT, lunch has been consumed. I've done the admin bits I needed to do in terms of calling the car dealership back and whatnot. And I'm now just finishing up editing yesterday's vlog, which actually, pretty good one. So if you haven't gone to watch it, go back and watch it. Look at my little sleepy morning face. I've just got the last clip to put in, which I think is on this SD card, which is why I came to find the camera. And then I just need to put like a little music in for the time lapses and whatnot. But I'm impressed with this one. And also I think I filmed the clips really well in terms of film extra faff. I sometimes feel like if there's not enough going on in a day, sometimes I film too much and then there's too much to get through in the edit. Whereas this time I think I filmed very well, which meant there wasn't too much to edit, which is not taking me tons of time this time around, which I'm very happy with. So just finishing this up to upload, and I've got my time block timer on and my productivity drink. So I'm gonna keep cracking on with work. I want to get as much done as possible every single day this week, essentially. We're back in the kitchen because it's my work break, and I'm going to be using said work break to do some meal prep for the week ahead. Being as we've just got our food shop, I'm going to make sure we've got some lunch for the week. And I'm thinking, I can't even remember what we've got for tea tonight. I know we have soup in the middle of the week, so I'm thinking, do I prep that now? Because I'm actually that would be a really smart idea, because tomorrow I'm running in the evening. So it'd be good if I came back. Oh, it's meant to be soup tonight. Great. Do I swap that around? Basically, I'm gonna try and make everything. So for lunch for the week, we have, wait, the book is right there. We have a little lunch out of the Good Bites High Protein Meal Prep Guide. It is not a vegan recipe book, however, everything's so easy to change, and we've had this a couple of times. I've made a few alterations. Obviously, I'm not using chicken breast, and instead of like, I meant to use just a mix of grains, but I've got a whole massive bag of quinoa that we need to use up, so I keep just popping that in there. But otherwise, with, oh, lemon, do I have lemon? Well, it might have lime instead of lemon. Oh no, we do have a lemon left. See? Fan-bloody-tastic. So I'm gonna make that. And then there's a soup that I wanna try. Leek butterbean and crispy chorizo soup. So again, it's something that I'm gonna make vegan. And the idea is I like to try out at least a couple of different recipes a week, see if they work, especially if I can make them high protein. And then if they're good, then I put them onto my app. So I might do deliver to in one situation and make some soup
some grains. Let's get it on. That's looking less than its best. In fact, that might be a lemon. That might be a lime that just looks so much like a lemon because it's gone a bit gross. I want that. You would have seen earlier, I got these slices just to make my life a bit easier rather than having to dissect a whole squash, to be honest. But I think that needs roasting with some olive oil, so I'll get that put in the oven now, yeah. I am actually going to chop this up into smaller chunks because then I can just shove it straight into the salad when it comes out of the oven, and it will help it just to cook a little bit quicker. There's the olive oil. Oh my gosh, we're nearly out of our posh olive oil. Whatever will we do? Lovely. We definitely got a little bit carried away there, folks, but we have quinoa, some fake chicken, some fake chorizo, feta, something or other salad, leek, butter bean and chorizo soup, which is definitely filled too far to be able to put the lids on, but we'll cross that bridge. And then some granola, protein, yogurt, breakfasty thing. Sorted. Definitely got ever so slightly carried away there by doing absolutely everything, but that means that now breakfast, lunch and dinner are basically the next 2 days, which feels delicious. Like using a work break to be proactive about future me feels delicious. Feels so good. And tomorrow's going to run so much more smoothly now because I know that I don't have to think about anything at all, which is fantastic. Now I'm going to do another work block because I've got a load more things to do for my nutrition qualification and I need to get it done in the next couple of weeks. So I just need to knuckle down and frickin' do the absolute most. So that's what we're doing now. I'm going to do another hour and 15 of work, and then Nathan's going to make tea for us whilst I get this done. I'm still slaving away. I'm just about to finish up the edits on one of my case studies, and the reason it needs edits is because I've basically done this case study as if it's a real person and as if it was a real person that I was coaching, and you know, which you would imagine would be the idea, but it's not the idea. The idea is not what you're going to do in reality. The idea is make sure that the maths adds up to exactly what the guidelines are meant to be, which is not reality. I'm not going to make you eat 300 grams of spaghetti for your dinner. You'd be sick. Do you know what I mean? That's not reality. Or like, you know, I'm not going to make you have the most wholesome things possible when your diet before was not the most wholesome possible, because otherwise that's just going to make it so out of reach for you to actually reach your goals. So the frustrating thing of doing case studies and doing exams in relation to coaching and nutrition especially is that it's not a balance between reality and what's most optimal. It's just what's most optimal, and I struggle with that because I just think, no way are you going to be having that. If I'm actually visualizing that as a meal, you would throw that in the bin. That would be disgusting, but they want that. And so I'm just having to go back and edit everything so that it makes no sense to me, but every sense to the most optimal thing that it possibly could be, which is really boring, to be honest, but it is what it is. It's about 6 o'clock, so I'm probably going to sign off now. I've got this last one to do, and then tomorrow the new car comes, which I will show you if you're interested. Don't get too excited because it's not fancy by any means. I just need to manage your expectations. It's not crazy, but you will get to see inside of it because I'm most excited for cup holders. Seems like such a rogue thing to say, but our car, it's not something you think about when you're buying a car. And yet we got our car, started driving, like you go somewhere, you want to take a drink with you. I don't know about you, but I would take a bottle of water to the shops with me because I need hydration at all times. There's absolutely nowhere to put drinks. So I'm mostly excited for that. I'm so tired, can you tell? Gonna get this done now, and I will see you for VLOGMAS day 11 tomorrow, which hopefully we'll actually get to train properly tomorrow. I'm gonna go to the gym, we're gonna train properly, we're gonna get our new car, we're gonna go for a run. It's gonna be a good day.